With holidays like Mother's Day approaching, we want to talk about mental health and how to help people cope during what can be a pretty hard time. We're joined by Dr. Crystal Morris, visiting assistant professor of counseling at St. Edward's University. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Crystal.
Thank you for having me, Jennifer.
Okay, so looking into this, many people struggle with Mother's Day and Father's Day for different reasons. And a lot of times, even starting now, they're inundated with emails saying, pick up your Mother's Day flowers or jewelry. And so that can be triggering for a lot of people. What's really the best way for them to cope leading up to these holidays?
Yeah, great question. Definitely, I would say having some self-compassion, showing yourself kind words, that preparing might be a difficult time. So kind of creating that positive self-talk, the narrative of your voice and what that looks like. So I think silencing that critical voice and being okay, hey, I might have a rough time, but it's okay.
Okay, and then what are the best ways to cope with grief in general when that day comes and, many people might be dreading that. How can they cope with their grief?
Yeah, definitely coping with grief. We start with self-care. So that can look like if we need a journal, our emotions, our feelings. Healthy eating is definitely important. Physical health, exercise, increase those happy hormones. That's definitely important.
Okay, and then how can friends or loved ones help in this case? If someone has recently lost a parent, how can they help their friend go through that?
Yeah, supporting someone with a loss can be challenging, but I think encouraging that you're there for them, encouraging them to seek social support or professional help, whether it's individual counseling or maybe a grief group could be helpful. And then I think as a supporter of someone with grief, making sure you're taking care of yourself. Self-care is definitely important. And just being there, as a listening ear. So the socializing, not isolating. So.
Okay, so no isolation, journaling as well, and self-care, that seems to be at the top of the list.
Yes, definitely self-care is important.
Okay, all right, Dr. Crystal, again, thank you so much, and we'll have some of those tips on our website as well.